They say when a man abandons a woman who suffered with him, for the one who sparkles like gold, life always finds a way to test his wisdom. Yes. But what happens when the gold turns out to be fire, untouchable, unkind, and unyielding? This is the current pain of innocence, Idibia, our very own Two-Face, our very own Tubaba, the African legend whose love story once moved mountains, but is now buried under the debris of scandal, confusion, and unspoken torment. Yes, you are hearing me very well. After leaving Annie Macaulay Idibia, the woman who stood by him through his rise, pregnancies from multiple women, shame, sickness, and success, Two-Face shocked the world by marrying Natasha, a younger, bolder, and politically connected member of the Edo State House of Assembly, and also a granddaughter to the famous multi-billionaire Chief Fosawaru Gabriel Igbenedior of Edo State, Benin City, Edo State. To some, it felt like betrayal when he announced that public separation from Annie Macaulay. To others, just another celebrity move. That's how they saw it. But nothing could have prepared us, for what came next or what continued to come his way up to this very moment that you hear the sound of my voice doing this video. Only recently, Two-Face sat down for a podcast. Yeah, that podcast, with Nedu, yeah, that same, I don't want to use the word notorious Nedu, but somehow his podcast has become synonymous with sadness, and is it bad luck? I'll call it, because a lot of people who have come there and come out, they have never remained the same, and I don't know why Two-Face decided, to honor such invitation to that kind of place, because that was not the platform that he needed at all. So Two-Face sat down in that podcast interview with comedian Nidu, where he boldly declared that no man was wired to be sexually committed to one woman. That even he, despite having the best woman, was still wired to cheat. For me, I think that was really unnecessary coming from a legend like him, but I don't know what prompted that response anyway. That clip blew up. Nigerians did not take it lightly. For a man who had already put Annie through emotional trauma, Two-Face's words, sounded like salt on a wound. But while Nigerians were dragging him online, something darker was allegedly happening behind the scenes. Neighbors close to the couple in their estate, the estate that himself and Natasha lives, they are now claiming that Two-Face and Natasha had a heated, explosive fight after that a podcast by Nidu dropped online. According to eyewitnesses' accounts, Natasha felt insulted by that interview. She allegedly called it disrespectful, irresponsible, and childish. She confronted him. Words turned into shouts. Shouts turned to doors slamming. And then something no one ever imagined, happened. Allegedly. She locked Two-Face out of the house. Yes, that's what the eyewitness account of the neighbors, is alleging right now. Yes, the same Two-Face that sold out concerts across Africa and even beyond. The same legend whose voice healed broken hearts. This man, our legend, was reportedly thrown out like a trash, according to this alleged story. And it was raining on that day from the account that is being unraveled. Now, here's where it gets even painful. I tell you, my people. Two-Face had left his car keys inside the house, according to the report. He could not even sleep inside his car. So what did he do? According to the source, he slept by the pavement near the gates, under the elements, knocking quietly on their bedroom window, hoping Natasha, would let him back in. And according to this story, they said she didn't. He was left out there, wet, cold, and alone, man. But if this story is true, then this is too much. I tell you, this is too much. You can't do this even to a pet. You can't do this. I can't believe this myself. But again, You never can tell because of late it has been rumored that Tuface Idibia has been going through all manners of punishment, suffering, and disillusionment in the hands of Natasha. Like I said, I don't live with these people, and I'm just reporting and reacting to the story that is already making the rounds in the social media. And like I said, if the story is true, then Tuface really need help urgently. And that very next morning, he made that public apology on social media. The same apology people said was forced because those of you who watch that apology, it doesn't. It looks like somebody who has gone through hell, who is now being coerced. Who was coerced to make that apology, like a man under pressure. That was what we saw, like someone who was coerced, like someone defeated. That is what we saw in that apology video. Now the dots are beginning to connect, I tell you, my people. Could it be that the apology was not just for Nigerians, but for Natasha's forgiveness? Could it be that the words, came not from his heart, but from a survivor instinct? Could Two-Face, once the definition of African masculinity, now be trapped in emotional and psychological bondage? And the pain does not even end there. Neighbors whispered of previous incidents. Omo, this thing is getting crazy. Oh, Two-Face don't enter one chance. Oh, I tell you, my people. Because according to these neighbors, the whispering from these neighbors, there was a time Natasha allegedly seized his phone for days, even from his management, claiming he was too accessible. Can you imagine this? I'm not sure he saw anything close to this while with Annie Macaulay. But this life self, this life no balance. Oh. The neighbors also said there was a time she allegedly blocked Annie's number on his phone. But why will he do that? Why will she do that? Does she not know that they have kids between themselves? So why will you block Annie's number from his phone? They also said the time she traveled and allegedly left Two-Face without food or cash. And he was seen at a roadside suya joint buying roasted plantain alone and slippers. Omo, this is getting serious. Oh. So these rumors may be unconfirmed, but they mirror a pattern. And even though they may not have been confirmed, even though they are still within the realm of speculations, but if you look at the trajectory, I mean, the whole thing is they are all aligning. It's following a similar pattern, a pattern of dominance, control, and if possible, abuse. And now Nigerians are asking, is this what Two-Face left Annie Macaulay for? Was this why his brother, Charles Idibia, wrote that cryptic open letter days ago before the full gist of the locked out incident, reached the family? Because I'm very sure at the time he wrote that letter, the issue of this fight that culminated to Two-Face sleeping uh, uh, outside had not even reached the family. You understand? So this is the sort of situation that Two-Face is going through right now. That the man, I mean, my problem now is the Idibia family just hearing what happened that night? That the man they raised and celebrated was left to sleep outside like a vagabond? Is it true that they are just hearing this or they have not even heard at all? What does this say about the marriage he rushed into, my people? And what happened to Mama Idibia, the same mother who once begged Natasha to free her son, only to later be seen smiling and posing with her on Instagram? Did she give up? Did she sell peace to buy silence? Or is she too maybe now a prisoner of Natasha's politics and packaging? Where is the love, my people? Where is the love? Where is the honor due a man that gave Nigeria her biggest musical export? Yes, he made his mistake quite all right. Yes, it was not perfect as well. But does it deserve to be degraded like this? Does he? From Annie's deep patience to Natasha's deep punishment, is this a man reaping karma or just a victim of his own inability to recognize loyalty? Let us not forget, my people, the way a man treats the woman who suffer with him will determine how peace treats him in the future. Maybe now, as the storm gather and Natasha's claws begin to show, Two-Face is learning a bitter lesson, a bitter truth that sometimes the real prison is not made of bars. It is made of choices. And I always tell people, we are the outcome of the decisions we make and the choices we always make. Either now or tomorrow, we are always going to face the consequences of those decisions. And as the Yorubas say, a man who has brought shame upon himself cannot accuse the needle. But my people, the question we must all ask now is Two-Face safe at all with Natasha? Is this marriage sustainable? Or are we watching the slow undoing of a legend in real time? May God not let the ones we celebrate be secretly suffering while the world claps and celebrates hashtags, views, and whatever. May that not be Two-Face portion. Okay? So this is what is coming out at this time, and the moment this story landed on my table, I honestly was alarmed. I was outraged. I was shocked, and in fact, I don't even know how to describe it. So I think at this point I mean, it's an emergency situation right now wherever the family is, as long as they can hear the sound of my voice at this time, or whoever can take this message to them, I think Tuface Idibia needs to be rescued first to get for him to gain his sanity before any other thing. So, my people, I'm going to leave this story here because I don't want to make it too long. What do you think about this unfolding story? Do you think Natasha did all of this to Two-Face Baba, to Baba? Do you think he did all of these things? Please, what do you think? Go to the comment section and leave your thoughts. And hopefully yours sincerely will meet you right there to take this conversation further. But before I end finally, please do pray for Two-Face to Baba because like I said, no one is infallible. Okay? He must have made his a mistake and he's learning the hard way right now. But I think he deserves our prayer. He deserves empathy at this time. Okay? Thank you. I'll be right back. Bye bye.